When you understand you are at fault for a problem, the mature and responsible thing to do is stand up and own up to the error, accept the repercussions, and be part of the solution. Talk to the persons and inform them what went wrong and say sorry. Hey wonderful teenagers, welcome to TeenGuide, the first channel talking about teenagers' life, problem, health, and habits. And in today's video, we will talk about how to accept blame when you deserve it. Are you ready? The first step. Recognize you're wrong. To accept blame, you must acknowledge your wrongdoing. Review your words or actions and understand what you did inadequately or mistakenly. Gain some clearness about the occasion and why you may have done what you did. Confessing you were wrong doesn't imply that you're inefficient or weak. Being able to own up to your mistakes takes a lot of courage and self-awareness. It suggests maturity. For example, if you said you would pick up the dry cleaning but didn't, don't make an excuse. Just own that you said you would do something, and you didn't pull through. Step 2, don't try to move the blame. Keep the concentrate on you. You might share the blame and the other individual may have said or done wrong things also, however, focus just on your part. The fact that you accept your blame doesn't indicate you're free to blame other people for their parts, just. If you own up to your part, the other person might not own up to theirs. Even if they do not, know that you did the ideal thing by confessing your wrongs. Remember that you can just manage your actions, not anybody else's. For example, if a task didn't get finished and you belong to the issue, own up to your part. Don't begin blaming other people, even if they became part of the problem. Step 3, say something sooner rather than later. Waiting to see how things clean is a bad idea. As quickly as a circumstance begins being unpleasant, own up to your duty in developing it. The quicker the issue is determined, the faster a resolution is possible, and that minimizes effects. If you let someone down, talk to them as soon as you can and let them understand how you feel. Say, I was going to go to your occasion, however, I didn't make it and it's my fault. Step 4. Confess that you were incorrect. Admitting you were wrong shows that you're prepared to accept that you are imperfect and make mistakes. It can be challenging to admit your wrongs, but doing so shows others that you're ready to take duty for what you do. For instance, say, I was incorrect to yell at you yesterday. Even if I'm upset, I don't want to yell. Step 5, apologize. Make a sincere apology if the scenario necessitates one. Accept you're incorrect and make it clear that you are sorry for whatever hurt or issue it caused. Be thoughtful in your apology and happy to confess your fault. For example, say, I'm sorry I screwed up the job. It's my fault, and I take obligation for things going wrong. Step 6, validate the person's feelings. If the other person is upset, be understanding. Verify how they feel and what they might be experiencing. Start by showing their feelings or words to show that you understand, and let them understand that you understand their feelings. Say, I can tell you're dissatisfied. I would be, too. Step 7, propose a solution. Part of accepting blame and taking responsibility can include making up for your error. Whatever it is, reveal that you're willing to alter to make things much better. For example, if you're to blame for something at work, offer to remain later on and repair your mistake. Say that it will be various next time and mean it if you mess something up with your family or pals. Step 8, accept consequences. Accepting obligation for your habits might be scary, especially if you know there will be consequences. Try to grow from the experience and avoid repeating your errors. For instance, coming clean might imply you face effects at work or school. Or, you might have to fess up to something in your household or partner that you know will make them upset. You might know some reaction will take place, however, do the right thing. Step 9, reflect on your behavior. Acknowledge your mistake and assess what might have contributed to it. Maybe you lashed and had a difficult day out at someone. It is simple to displace your anger onto people who had absolutely nothing to do with your tiff. Perhaps you jumped to conclusions and were incorrect. Whatever it is you did, consider it and try to make any necessary modifications as an outcome. For example, if you forgot something since you were hurried, attempt to decrease or enable more time for activities. Step 10, get accountable. Have somebody in your life who can assist in keeping you accountable for your actions and words. This might imply you have a friend who calls you out or you meet somebody to talk about accountability. Having somebody to talk with about taking duty can assist you to handle it much better and faster. For example, meet someone each week and discuss what you're succeeding in and what you're dealing with. When the other requirements to accept obligation for wrongs, let each other understand. Step 11, move on from the situation. No one's ideal and everybody makes mistakes. Don't stick around on a mistake or continually attempt to make it approximately the individual you injured. Do your best to move on from the event once you've confessed your mistake and made amends. Even if you made a huge error, do not regret yourself permanently. Accept what took place, learn from it, then move on. As soon as you've taken all the steps to make things right, do not live in regret or embarrassment. Let go of what took place. If your guilt over what happened is triggering you a great deal of distress, or you just can't seem to carry on, think about seeing a counselor help you work through it. Apologizing to your friend can be even more difficult than recognizing you've acted improperly. To truly apologize to your friend, you have to be genuine, admit your mistakes, and let your friend understand just how much she or he means to you. This may sound easier said than done, but if you swallow your pride and show some genuine regret, you'll have a real apology prepared. Hey wonderful teenagers, welcome to TeenGuide, the first channel talking about teenagers' life, problem, health, and habits. In today's video, we will talk about how to apologize to a friend. Let's go. The first step, accept full responsibility for the events. You have to accept full duty for what you have actually done to him or her if you really desire to apologize to your friend. If you do not think you should really say sorry, see that your friend for doing something else, or believe that your friend is overreacting and being significant, then do not even trouble. You either apologize totally or you do not ask forgiveness at all, got it? Say something like, I know I actually let you down when I didn't go to your birthday party. I understand how much it implied to you. You can also say, I am so sorry that I kissed your crush recently. I do not understand what I was believing, and I've been kicking myself over it since. Your relationship indicates method more to me than a dumb kid. If you're making excuses during your apology, you're a bad friend. End of story. Do not say, I'm sorry that I didn't go to your party, but giving an excuse for what you did is even worse than not apologizing at all because it indicates you're not really that sorry. Step 2, say you're sorry. That's right. This is the most important part. Suck it up and spit it out. Say, I'm actually sorry that I did that. Or, I'm really sorry that I. Make it clear that you are sorry about something that you've done to harm your friend. This might be the hardest task, so take a deep breath, make eye contact with your pal, and say that you are really sorry. Don't say something like, I'm sorry that you were so upset. This is some awful, passive-aggressive crap that generally blames them, not you. Like making excuses, it makes you a bad buddy. Step 3, apologize for how you've made your friend feel. After you accept responsibility for what you've done and have said that you are sorry, you have to acknowledge that you really harm your friend. Show them that you're aware of how you have made your friend feel. This will make your pal see that you have put a lot of ideas and effort into considering every angle of what you've done and that you feel truly dreadful about your actions. Say something like, I can't imagine how dissatisfied you were when I didn't appear at your birthday celebration. You have been preparing it for such a long period of time and I understand you desired it to be ideal. Or, I understand you were incredibly harmed when I kissed Colin. You have had a crush on him for months and should have been sad. Step 4, tell them their friendship is more vital than your pride or faults. Let your friend see that your friendship is more essential than anything else in the world and that you know you need to redefine your priorities in the future. Your buddy must see that whatever you did wasn't worth it and that you want that you might start over and put your pal first in mind instead. This is the time for I'm your buddy, but I didn't act like it. Say, I missed your birthday celebration. I should not have done that. I committed to you and dropped it, but I won't take my guarantees so lightly once again. Say, I can't believe what I made with Colin. He implies absolutely nothing to me and you mean everything to me. Our relationship is more important to me than any romantic relationship. Step 5, find a way to make it as much as them. Once again, don't try and purchase them out with expensive things. Things don't create relationships, discussions do. Take them out for dinner, make plans to hang out quickly, and return to friendship. This is your friend, and it shouldn't be difficult to make time for them if you truly appreciate their feelings. Say, I'll never flake on you again. When I state I'll be somewhere, I'll be there. Say, I'll never attempt to even flirt with someone you have a crush on. I understand just how much your crushes indicate to you and I will not interfere with your romantic life once again. Step 6, ask for forgiveness. After you've said all of the things you've had to state, ask your friend, will you forgive me? Ideally, your friend will see just how much your friendship suggests to you and will forgive you right now. Then you can hug, show how delighted you are, and be eliminated that you made it through the apology. And if your friend needs a little bit more time and won't forgive you, a minimum of you can tell yourself that you attempted. There is a bit more you can do than use a sincere apology. If they do not take it, that is on them, not you, and you shouldn't keep pushing them to forgive you. It won't work. An easy "can you find it in your heart to forgive me?" will mean the world. Nobody likes requesting forgiveness, that's what makes it so significant when you do. Since you're too happy, it's important, don't skip this step just. Step 7. Always apologize in person. Unless you and your friend live far away from each other, your best bet is to say sorry in person. Anything else could be considered lame, and make you look like a lame friend. Sending flowers or gifts is okay. However, if you do this kind of thing rather than talking to your friend face to deal with, you're just concealing behind gifts. Call or Skype them if your friend is truly far away. It's not perfect, however, it is way much better than neglecting things until you see each other once again. Step 8. Let tension and moods die down before moving in with an apology. Is it quite small, like disappointing approximately your friend's celebration when you said you would, or is it something major, like talking to your friend's sweetheart? If it's small, then you must act quickly and ask forgiveness from your friend as quickly as you both have some spare time. Just get it finished with. If your friend requires a long time for her injuries to heal, then give her a few days to cool down. Your apology isn't going to mean much if they wish to beat the crap out of you whenever they see you talking. You need to know your friend better than the majority of people. Is she or he the kind of person who requires a great deal of time to cool off, or who forgives pretty easily? How bad was it last time you hung out? Simply chill out and hold on if you know your pal is going to be under an amazing amount of stress or is dealing with something individual. Your apology, remember, has to do with them, not about you. Step 9. Know exactly what you're apologizing for instead of just lobbing out a generic sorry. Apologies ought to be sincere. They should also tick off the following boxes. Taking complete obligation for what you've done. Observing how it's made the other individual feel. Including the words "I'm sorry." Demonstrating how grateful you are for the friendship. Planning to make things up or be much better next time. Step 10. Own up and apologize, no matter how hard it appears. Do not dilly-dally and wait for your friend to approach you when you find that it's time to say sorry. If your friend approaches you about what you've done, then you already run the risk of appearing like a wimp or a bad or good friend, so strike while the iron is hot, however when your friend has cooled off. Make asking forgiveness to your friend a priority. If you don't care about doing it quickly, why do you even wish to apologize? Apologies can be difficult. They're needed. Overcome your fears and pride and remember that you hurt somebody you enjoy. Step 11. Apologize to your friend over the phone. If you and your friend live far apart, then the very best method to ask forgiveness may be over the phone. Simply call your friend, be sincere, and do the very same things you would perform as an individual. Accept duty, say sorry, assure to never do it again, ask for forgiveness. Due to the fact that it'll be more challenging to read your friend and see how he or she is really feeling, this may be a little more difficult. Remain on the line when you're done, letting the discussion rely on other subjects like old friends would. Do not apologize over voicemail, it is insincere and just tacky. If they do not call you back, regrettable. They're not prepared for the apology, and you need to enter individual. Step 12. Never ever state sorry over text or Facebook. Sending out a text message or Facebook message simply isn't going to cut it if you're truly sorry for something you've done. This is pretty impersonal and does not reveal much effort on your part. Sure, it's harder to suck it up and call the individual or talk to him or her face to face, however, this reveals that you really appreciate the friendship. Apologies are about you being sorry for your mistakes. It is your task, for that reason, to go ask forgiveness face to face as a grown guy or female would. That's it, hope you see these steps are helpful, and if it is, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. See you in another video.